Now, welcome. Welcome to the test. You know, last time Magic Clips #1? Yes, I know. You can edit if you want to. Now, in order to begin, this is the most important part of this entire experience. You will be asked a series of questions, and you must answer them honestly. Now, when I say answer them honestly, I don't mean answer them how you'd like to answer them. Answer them with the truth, even if that's hard to face. We all want to be good people. We rarely want to admit our faults, grievances, or mistakes. But you must decide what you truly want. Do you want this to work properly? Do you want the truth about yourself, your destiny in this world? Or would you rather live a lie just to hide from yourself? Ooh, spooky. The process is very simple in theory. Just answer a long series of questions. What's difficult is self-analyzing your own psyche to evaluate the truth in your own mind and life so that you can predict your future. You see, as long as you're honest with these questions and answers, you'll be able to see your own future here. This will tell you things you already know, but don't necessarily know that you know. As long as the answers you provide to the questions asked are 100% honest and true, this process will simply unlock a part of your mind that you do not have natural access to. This isn't psychic. This isn't a personality test. This is simply nature. I am recording, and yes. This is you. This is your own mind. This is simply nature taking its course. This is the human brain at work, unlocking hidden truths within itself. While attempting to answer many of these questions, you'll often wonder things like, well, this answer depends on the circumstances. Create your own circumstances in your mind and answer the questions with a simple yes or no as you see fit. You may not understand nor realize it, but your mind will develop the situation required to answer your question the way it needs to be answered. I invite you to grab a drink of water, or Apfelschorle, sit back, relax, and enjoy the experience. We are about to begin with a series of questions, and provided that you are a willing participant, we will be unlocking some substantial information today. Here we go. Oh. Oh. I forgot. I forgot to switch game categories, but it should be fine. Sorry, you're stupid? No, you're not stupid. I was stupid for not changing it. Wait, that's already the first question, right? Bruh, Now I have to answer on my phone because I don't want to leak any DMs. Hi stream. Whoa, I'm in Magic. Desktop. Oi. Ooh, Magic. Ooh. Wee. Cut it out, cut it out, cut it out, cut it out. But I... Did I just answer or did I... No, that's the same question, right? It depends on the point of view on the word fair, don't you think? Well... Oh no, that's not the same question. Oh well. Do you believe that everyone should always be treated equally? It also depends again, like... Maybe like you can't tell someone who doesn't have legs, like, walk yourself, like, you know what I mean? And if we talk like really everyone, like every single person, it technically is impossible. But in the sense of like being in court, yes. Can I not? Yes. Have you ever invented anything? No. Do you believe that you're worthy of someone's time investment? No. Would you consider yourself to be open-minded? Yes. I would say that. Would you say that you sometimes have trust issues? Well, in your opinion, but that is my opinion. Not drinking puffers from a glass. Well, if that's really if that's not really an invention, like it's just like I wasn't like inventing is something like no one has ever done it before, and I'm pretty sure someone has done it before. I'm pretty sure. Also, I wouldn't consider that an invention. Would you say that you sometimes have trust issues? Sometimes? Yes. Would you be alright with living alone forever? Like alone? Not even a dog? Like, if I was the last human on Earth, then... Nah, fuck that shit. Do you always give someone the benefit of the doubt? No. Not always. Do you dislike the sound of your own voice? Sometimes. Sometimes, but not really. So I do not dislike, generally. Do you like the color blue more than the color black? Technically, black is not a color, so... Can't answer that. Say blue is better, I think. Yes. If you found money on the street and knew who it belonged to, would you give it back to them? Depends. If it's like €1, I don't know. I mean, if it says it on the, like, then yes. And if I like saw it like falling out or something like that, then yes. So, yes. Are you sure you want the answers you seek? Yes. Are you afraid of spiders? No. If you knew you would emerge unscathed, would you jump into molten lava? Well, that depends. Do I still feel the pain, but don't melt? Then, no. Which means, no. Would you consider yourself to be fat? Fuck no. Would you say that you have lots of charisma? No. Have you ever wished you could be temporarily frozen? Yes. Well, I'm considered to be underweight, so. This is. You wanna move? Well, frozen in the sense of like frozen in time and not just like you can't move. Like actually frozen. Cryo sleep. That's what frozen, at least that's what I assume is frozen. Yeah, then hook up the girls. This is very interesting. Did you realize that the last letter of the previous 5 questions, when put together, spell the name Satan? No, I did not. Does that make you uncomfortable? No, not really. Are you good at finding hidden puzzles or clues? Well, Lynn, from the escape room games, obviously I'm the best. I would say I'm pretty good. If I'm actually pretty good, I don't know, who am I to judge? But yes, I would say yes. Are you now wondering what other hidden messages are placed within these questions? You were better, Kappa. I mean, you did get the Morse code correct, and I fucked it up, so you were better. Are you now wondering what other hidden messages are placed within these questions? I already read that. Yes, I am wondering. Have you been entirely honest with your answers thus far? I entirely honestly believe yes. Are you afraid of the consequences for answering questions this honestly? I mean, it's only questions, right? So, I'm not afraid. Were you aware that there could be potential consequences for answering dishonestly? I mean, technically it said it in the beginning, so... I just remember the first puzzle of the first game. Well, that one was just too easy, you know? It wasn't really a puzzle. You know? So I couldn't even find anything because there wasn't really anything hidden. Because it was too obvious that I just overlooked it, you know? That I mean... And yes, I do remember that scary maze thingy. I never played it, but I saw videos. So technically, yes, I was aware. Are you wondering how these questions began to take a strange turn? No. Would you consider yourself captivated? Yes. Very. Very interesting. Would you consider yourself to be brave? Yeah. Yes. Do you view yourself as someone with above average intelligence? Yes. Have you been looking for hidden messages in these questions? No, I have not. I just forgot it again. Are you wondering which hidden messages you may have missed? Yes, I am wondering that. Have you begun to wonder how long this test will take or how many questions exist in this session? Well, kind of. Yes. Would you consider yourself to be a patient person? Well, it depends. Most of the times, yes, but not while driving. So, I mean, most of the time, which is the majority, yes. Do most humans annoy you? Yes. Do you prefer animals to people? Yes. Do you believe in magic? Well, now it depends. What is magic? Am I magic? Does that mean, do you believe in yourself? Or is magic just things we just can't explain yet? Or technology we can't explain? I'm not going to try that one now. But do I believe in magic? Do we annoy you? No, you do not annoy me. No, you do not. That's why I said most people. And you are an exception from the most people. You don't believe in magic, so you don't believe in me. Alright, I see how it is. Now only Battlefront knows me. No, I'm joking. Do I believe in magic? Do I believe in magic? No. Do you believe in God or the existence of some form of higher power? I don't believe in God. But sometimes there are like weird coincidences which would suggest an existence of some form of higher power, so yeah. Do you fear death? Yes. Are you attracted to someone whom you're not currently in a relationship with? I mean, technically, depends how you define attracted. That's the thing. Oh, rip your tablet. Well, rip your iPad. If you like were drawing on your iPad, then it's just iPads and Apple. What else do I have to say? But yeah, one round of Satch. Wait. One round of Satch for Reneko's tablet and the drawing. Well, mostly the drawing. But are you attracted to someone whom you're not currently in a relationship with? I mean, I would say there are a few. So I guess yes. Oh. Like, doesn't attracted just mean you find them hot? Like some stars as well. I mean, technically yes. So, but attracted could also be like, I mean, like you're attracted to them, like to their character. Like it doesn't say you're attracted to their character or like their looks. It just says to someone, which could be any of those. Which just widens the possibilities, which means the likeliness of the answer it being yes would be higher. So yes. With 100% honesty, yes. Are you alone? In my room? Yes. In this video? Sometimes you're attracted to your food. Well, if you actually get to talk to the cow before it is, or the pig before it is being butchered, then it would count technically, but it said someone, so unless you are a cannibal, I mean... Are you attracted to the Mala Ingo? Okay. Bad jokes, I know. Are you alone? Technically no, because... But what is with this man behind you? How can you see him? I thought only I can see him. Do we have... Does it mean he's real? Oh, fuck. Dude. What the fuck? What was... It's just a close rank? Oh, God. For a moment I thought you could see my imaginary friend. Oh, nothing. Are you alone? Yes. No. Yes. No. Well, no, I'm not alone. I'm alone in the room. Yes. Are you sure? I won't die. Are you sure? Yes. If I told you with utmost certainty that there's something watching you, would you believe me? The thing is, like, the scary part isn't being alone. It's knowing that you're not alone. I'm not afraid of the dark. I'm afraid of what's in the dark. Yes, Cthulhu is always watching. Have you wondered who I am? Now that you asked that question, yes. Have you had shivers at any point during this session? No. Do you feel like you're being watched? I mean, no, not at all, no. Have you considered quitting the session early? No. Do you drink water every day? Well, water? No. Do you eat at least once per day every day? I mean, there has been a day where I haven't eaten like anything. Like there have been days where I haven't eaten anything. So no. But usually I do, but not always. Like every day. So no. You're eating cereal right now because you needed to make something because you're hungry and when your parents are asleep. Well, fair enough. Do you realize that there's a high probability that you have missed a plethora of hidden messages thus far? Yes. Are you wondering what they are? I mean, now that you ask me, yes. Would it bother you to never know without finding them yourself? For some reason, not really. Is your favorite number 7? No. Life is short, but it's the longest thing we'll ever do. Do you agree? Technically, yes. Oranges cannot be compared to apples. Do you agree? No, they can be compared. Oranges are orange. Apples, no. Like there are different types of like species of fruit thingies which makes them easily comparable. Like you can compare the taste. So I do not agree. Not gonna lie, the background kinda scares me because you're slightly afraid of the dark since I don't know what's in there, so you gonna go make your cereal with hearing your stream in the background and hear that scary music and it got my heart racing slightly, not gonna lie. I mean, fair enough. Seems legit. Venus is sometimes referred to as the morning star. Did you know that? I'm pretty sure I've heard it before, but actively knowing, no. Everyone deserves a second chance. Do you agree? Who the fuck knows that? I mean, you're right. I mean, Wikipedia knows it, Google knows it, probably. Venus itself probably doesn't know it. That's a hard question. Well, it is, yes. Like everyone. It does depend. Like even like the worst kind of crimes. Like that's the thing though. You did? You do deserve a second chance, yes. Like everyone is, I mean... It's not an easy question to answer, but... Like they are the worst things of the worst, which should be unforgivable. Oh, you meant knew about. Oh. Yeah, well. I mean. Yeah. It's a hard question, but I think when it comes down to like. I think deserves a second chance. It doesn't say where or several second chances. It just say a second chance. So it could also mean a second chance at doing something bad if they failed it the first time. So if we go by that logic, then we would have to say no. Not everyone. Okay, you got a story real quick to tell, Magic? It was late night when making cereal, and as you were going back to your room, in the corner of your eye, you thought you saw somebody because of your imagination. So you went in there with a bat and checked if somebody was there and was relieved no one was there. What the heck? Let's just say no, because I think, for example, serial killers don't deserve a second chance. Like, some people, they get a second chance at court. Well, that's... They do get one, but it doesn't mean that they deserve one. Or like everyone deserves one. That's the thing. You can get a second chance, but it doesn't mean that you deserved it. Also, I think you mean they have the chance to plead on not guilty, because if they would plead for guilty, that just means that they go to jail. Serial hits different at night. True, maybe. You can do anything you put your mind to. Do you agree? Yes. We just have to do it. I know it sounds like too easy as an answer, but I think yes. It's about drive, it's about power. We stay hungry and get to the job. Obedience is more important than freedom. Depends. But not always. They get a lower prison sentence, but that's not really a second chance if they just get a lower prison sentence, right? Like, second chances, you can get a second chance if you like get out of prison and then start a new job and try to be good. That's the second chance. Like, if someone like employs you and they give you the second chance by giving you a job, That's what I would say define as giving someone a second chance, for example. It could also just be a second chance at a date. That's also technically a second chance. But yeah, I know what you mean. Like, they get a lower prison sentence if they like admit to it, and then the court is like, it like sees that you are like regretting, and then they more or less reward you with a lower prison sentence. But yeah, it is difficult. That is right. Yeah. But yeah, obedience is more important than freedom. Do you agree? Really depends, but in general, I think like technically you could like make it very complex, like freedom to do anything, which would also include murder, and obedience could include like abiding to the law, like don't do anything wrong and all that. But if we don't go down that dark path, then freedom is more important, so I do not agree. Underwater adventures sound like a fun time. Depends where underwater, but like in the general coastal area, then yes. Did you realize that the first letters of the previous 8 questions spelled the phrase "I love you"? No. Do you wish to be loved? Yes. Have you ever felt hated? Yes. Do you have any addictions? Yes. Do you dislike the color pink? No. Does the color gray seem depressing? Yes. Do you enjoy loud music? If it's good music, then pump it up. Do you like to dance? I like to have a cheeky hack or must to the beat. Then yes. Would you consider yourself normal? Fuck no. Do you love your parents? Yes. Have you ever been lied to? Yes. Do you get angry often? Well, getting angry and letting out the anger, or like making yourself know itself known that you are angry, then I mean, I guess yes. Do you hold grudges against some people, a specific person? Yes, I do. Have you ever forgiven someone? Yes. Have you ever done something that you knew you shouldn't have done but still did it anyway? Yes. Have you ever lied? Yes. Have you ever cheated on a test? Technically, yes, but it didn't do me anything good because I wrote the wrong words down, but still it was cheating, so yes. You won't cheat this test. Monka ass. Do you think flowers are more beautiful than trees? I like trees. But I would say trees are kind of... I mean, technically flowers are considered more beautiful, but are they actually more beautiful? I mean, if you think about it, like, flowers have to like withstand the whole weather through most of the seasons. And trees are like there forever. I think so. No. I will check it after the stream or after this game is done. Have you ever wanted to be an animal instead of a person? Yes. Do you believe you have psychic powers? Sometimes there are coincidences which would suggest, again, that I have psychic powers, but... but do I actually believe I have them? No, I think it's just lucky. Have you ever seen a ghost? Not lately, no. Do you dream often? Lately, yes. I do dream quite a lot and quite weird things. Weird and random. But it always has like a correlation. Like one time I dreamed about like my going to a bar with my math teacher for some reason. And like trying to, I don't know, talk to women. But I don't know. You gotta be honest with the ghost question. You think yes. So you have seen a ghost. Or you think at least. Because your door before just randomly opened even though no windows were open. And you saw a silhouette before. I mean, I think it could have and that was once in 2017. No. I mean, it could have been a ghost. Yes. But it could also have been like just your imagination going wild, depending on the circumstances you were in. Like what you were doing before. It's kind of hard to tell. It might be possible. It's because a door you can't explain. I mean, I can't explain my door. Sometimes there are no windows open, and sometimes the door just opens like. Wait, just opens like. It just opens like it's no. And I don't know why, but it's not because of a ghost. Because I never have seen any like shadows or figures or whatever. So, that's it. You locked your door. I mean, could have been that you forgot that you actually locked it or forgot to lock it. Or you forgot that you didn't lock it and thought you locked it because you always lock it. Well, it's not sure. Yes. Could have been, could have not been. We never know. Maybe. Do you dream often? Yes, we have that not. Do you have nightmares often? I have had nightmares, but I don't have nightmares often. Do you suffer from anxiety attacks? Sometimes I just I'm like stuck, but it's not like an attack, like a really heavy attack. I have had sleep paralysis when I was younger, and I was scared shitless. I always thought something was under my bed. Kind of funny. But do I suffer from anxiety attacks? Well, not really. Do you suffer from depression? Yes. Do you exercise often and stay active? Fuck no. Is there a particular type of food that you despise? Type of food? Well, I despise onions. Does that count? guess I do. I mean, yes. Onions are really good. Especially in sandwich. Okay, that's a ban. Come. Would you consider yourself emotionally wounded? Can someone be emotionally wounded if they have no emotions at all? I would say I'm emotionally wounded, probably. Like, I have been bullied and all that shit. That left some scars. Pretty sure. Not just like something happening and you stay attached to it, but something happening and it just imprints itself in your brain. And for some reason, whenever you try to create or like connect through a emotional connection, you can't really fully do it, because there's always that one wound from back in the day that like blocks you from doing something like that. So I would say yes. Have you ever felt betrayed? When I was in 4th grade, a friend of mine passed away, which was in the same class as me. Like, what the fuck? No depression. But yeah, that was kind of heavy. Also, my parents told me that while I was playing my favorite game, but like the least favorite part of the game, which was like, but I think I'm fine over that. I think maybe. But hey, have you ever felt betrayed? Yes. The same fate. He was in April 20th, 2018. He passed by getting run over. I mean, the thing is, I can just do this. You don't have to spam. What I wanted to say something about. Yeah, the thing about my friend, it was in 2008. Yeah, it was 2008. And I don't know, he was visiting his grandparents like for a week, and he was supposed to like come back on Sunday, but he actually wanted to come back one day earlier, so they called his parents so that they would like take him back home on Saturday actually, and they did that. They drove to his grandparents, then they got in the car, then they drove back home, and then they arrived back home, and then they were thinking he was sleeping. Then they tried to wake him up, but well, he never did. which kind of makes you think that he knew it. He knew it was going to happen, and he wanted to see his parents one last time. So that's why he wanted to get like taken back home one day earlier. Like it's just he knew it. Either he knew it or some form of higher power just let it happen. Like it's just too weird to be a coincidence. It was something with one of his arteries or veins, like one of the blood vessels, like it like popped, and then it somehow filled his lung or something like that. I'm not too sure what it was. Like I never really knew it fully, but it was something like that. Some form of internal bleeding. Yeah, and that's just gives me goosebumps all the time. Many people know it hours before it happens. Yeah, you hear that quite a lot. And I actually know someone, basically. Yeah. It has been a while ago. Almost 14 years for me. Both your granddads knew it. Yeah, I remember. Like, oh well. I mean, depends if we actually. If I think about the one last year, you know, which was technically not your like biological granddad, right? And yes, we both know each other in real life. But yeah, I don't know. Seems a bit depressing. Let's just let's get the mood back up. But just yeah, you do. Yeah. I thought so. Yeah, I know. He was still your granddad. Not in blood, but in bone. Stole the line from a movie. Okay. But yeah, Magic, I think you'd make a really good podcast. I mean, we should start one. But I think like the topics would like just be, I don't know, it would be like going everywhere basically. But yeah, do you ever feel lost in life? Do you ever feel lost in life? Do you ever feel lost in life? It would be random but entertaining. I mean, that's most podcasts are random. Just a random topic sometimes, and then they just talk about the topic. But yeah, I think everyone sometimes has like a lost phase in their life, and I do sometimes feel lost. I don't know where I'm supposed to go, what I'm supposed to do, and like I just don't know. So yes, And I didn't select the game again. Would you consider yourself a natural leader? Yes, the last 2 months especially. I mean, I wasn't lost. I was just trying to find my way while sleeping. But not just that. But yeah. Would you consider yourself a natural leader? No, not really. If you could push a button and destroy the world, would you press it? Fuck yes. Fuck the earth. Fuck the world. I mean. Do you sometimes dream of being a hero? Yes. Yes, I do. Have you ever been bullied? Yes. You don't want to become a hero like ever? Fair enough. Have you ever bullied someone else? Yes, I have. Would you consider yourself to be a dreamer? Too many responsibilities, but would be cool. I mean, yeah. Well, it's just like that you dream of. It doesn't like necessarily mean that you want to be it. Maybe in your unconscious, in your deep conscious, in your subconscious. Yeah, no, it was just my my big letter opener. Magneto. Ich bin raus heute. Dann ist er hier noch um 0:20 im Stream. You. Oh. Welcome. What's in this game, everyone? I mean, it is pretty amazing. If you just focus on the questions and then you like get snapped out of it. But yeah, would I consider myself to be a dreamer? I mean, I sometimes daydream, so yes. Do you sometimes hurt people's feelings unintentionally? I think so, yes. Do you find space fascinating? Space was so cool, but it won't even live in a memory. Ja, heute habe ich einen Film geschaut. I mean, what movie did you watch? Was it at least a good one? So Magic, how are you gonna send me the video file after stream? I don't know. Depends how big it is. Also, I could just give you editor, so you could just download it from Twitch. El Camino. I haven't heard of that movie, I think. But yeah. Do I find space fascinating? Okay, I just have to... Apart from Breaking Bad, I just have to like... Speaking of space, you have to watch In Space with Markiplier. Which answers the question, yes, I find space fascinating. Would you consider yourself to be an artist? No. Would you consider yourself to be a good friend? Best marketing for Markiplier? I mean, obviously. only like 3 people like I can market it to, and some of them already know it. Or like I've heard about it. But yeah, would you consider yourself to be a good friend? I think not to everyone, but yes. No, lol. And Rinnik, obviously, yes. I mean, yeah, I think so. I can be a good friend. I'm not always a good friend. Maybe it just means that the relationship between the friends are not as good, so I'm not always good. Like, would you consider yourself to be flawed? Yes. Have you ever fantasized about being a supervillain or performing a heinous egregious crime? Most definitely, yes. You have imagined? I mean, who doesn't? I mean, come on. Do you believe in perfection? Not from a single person. But I believe that if you combine every human on this earth, you would get the one perfect human. Like if you combine every single voice, for example, from every human on this earth, you would get a godly voice. Like it is sometimes at like festivals or concerts, like when the crowd sings to a song, and it always sounds good. It doesn't matter if there's like someone who can sing or something like that, but it's always good. Like it might be that the majority may be just good at singing and that just filters the bad ones out, but I think there's some sort of perfection. Also, isn't like perfect not to be perfect? So yes. Have you ever stolen from someone? Does that include fries? I'm just kidding. Obviously not something like French fries. But yes, I have. I mean, for legal reasons I have not, obviously. Would you ever kill someone under any circumstances? Yes. No, but someone stole from you, Kappa? I mean, yeah, still, kill still. Kill still? Kill steal here, hello? Every time, every fucking time. Bruh. If you had one day to live, would you tell anyone? Now that's the thing. Do you want them to know that you're going to die tomorrow? So they have always this thought in the back of their head, like to make it the best day possible. Which therefore would make it like less good as if it was like genuine. Like if they didn't know it. I think that would be a better thing. Like just spend the time as if it was your last day, but don't tell them. Like that's the thing about death, it's always unexpected, unless you are in war or something, then it's expected. Unless you get crushed by a tank which is falling from the sky, which was catapulted by a cow. Whatever. I would not tell. I would just try to enjoy the time. Also, you never know how they react. It might be a little bit selfish, but you never know how they react if you told them, like, they might be just like, yeah, good joke. And then the next day, like, oh shit, he wasn't joking. And then, yeah. I also might just try to like prevent it from happening, which could also like spoil the time you could spend with them together. Well, let's just come down to it. I wouldn't tell anyone. Have you ever told your darkest secrets to someone? Now, before I answer that, guys, have you? Short psychological game, we 2 hours in. I mean, has it really been 2 hours? You have told someone? Okay. Magneto? Reneko? Well, they were homies and held it? Well, yeah, I would assume they would do that. Yeah, I haven't told anyone. Reneko, okay. Magneto? Your darkest secret is your small dick? Okay. Good that you're open about your dick size, Magneto. Good. That's a good step to bettering yourself. You had some snitches on my secrets before. Well, happens, sadly. Not always, but it can happen. But yes, I have told someone. Do you trust me even though you know nothing about me? Do I trust you even though I know nothing about you? No. Do you know who I am? No. Well, I know who you are. If I appeared behind you right now, would you scream? No. If I told you that I've been behind you this entire time, would that scare you? I mean, if there was a mirror behind me and it would reflect the monitor, then you would have been behind me the entire time, so... No, not really. Of course not. That would be silly now, wouldn't it? Would you consider yourself to be empathetic? Cross the E and M out, and then we have the right word. Would I consider myself to be empathetic? Sometimes, maybe. But I don't really think so. Would you consider yourself to be romantic? Well, I mean... my ideal type of day... No, probably... Well, I can be, but... I mean, I'd say no. Have you ever been in a physical fight? Yes. Are you prone to headaches or migraines? No. Do you look at the ground when you walk? Not always, so no. Are you attracted to the opposite sex? Yes. What do you mean with yes, Lynn? Which answer? Would you ever shave your head? Well, I actually have done that already, so yes. Are you attracted to muscular bodies? No. Sag? Wait, what Sag? What? Like, the empathetic thing or the romantic thing? Or... the romantic thing. Oh. Well, like I said, I can be romantic, but I wouldn't, like, consider myself romantic. I mean... like, my ideals of romantic aren't really romantic. My delay is annoying you? Well, are you on mobile or desktop? Because on mobile sometimes the delay is like very retarded. Yeah? Wait, what are you talking about? Handy. Well, then it's probably mobile because mobile is bigger. Good thumbnail. Do you ever dance when no one's looking? Yes. Do you trust your best friend entirely? Yes. Do you remember your childhood extremely well? Well, some things, yes. I would say so, yes. Okay, you're gonna go now. You start editing tomorrow, and yes, see ya. Well, see ya, Battlefront, and good night. Have a good sleep, and thanks for stopping by. Would you rob a bank if you could get away with it? Yes. Do you ever dream about running from a killer? No. Well, at least not a physical killer. So, no. Do you ever dream about falling off a cliff? No. Do you ever dream about being naked in public? No. Do you enjoy scary movies or books? Yes, most definitely. Do you enjoy comedic television shows or movies? Yes, I would say so. Not every single one, but do you like being the center of attention? No. But I'm streaming, so I am. Okay. Do you feel like something's always watching you? Not always, but sometimes. So not always. No. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to go to space? Yes. Have you ever had an out-of-body experience? Well, kind of. Yes. When I was sleeping, like sleep paralysis thingy. Have you ever punched a nun? No. Do you like dogs better than cats? Yes. Do you prefer to read more than you prefer to watch movies? Reading is pretty pog. I haven't done it in forever, but it is more pog than movies. Are you still wondering why I asked you if you have ever punched a nun? Yes, kind of. Do you get starstruck easily? I would say so. Unless I don't know what starstruck is. Like, starstruck is like when you like look up to like superstars and all that stuff, right? Or like where you want to be a superstar? Or dream of being a superstar? But in that case, then no. Do you hate going to big parties and social gatherings? Well, I have been to festivals and I didn't really hate it, so no. Is your favorite part of your birthday receiving presents? No. Seriously though, have you ever punched a nun? Like really? Just bam right in the face. Not punch. No. Did you laugh? Yes. Did you say what the fuck can you have or even allowed? Well, yes. Are you now eager to somehow get the opportunity to punch a nun sometime soon? For some reason, I have a slight urge to just get out there and find a nun to. So, I mean, yes. It would be kind of funny. If there's a hell, do you think you're going to it? Yes. Do you enjoy fantasy fiction games? Kind of, yes. Do you masturbate frequently? I mean... Are you wondering what constitutes frequently? Yeah. Are you more than slightly uncomfortable right now? I mean... Yes. Is your mouth dry? No. Does profanity make you uncomfortable? Does fucking profanity make you fucking uncomfortable? I would say fuck no. That's not Nigewix, yeah, sure. Do you believe in legendary beasts such as a Loch Ness monster or Bigfoot? Absolutely not. Are you poor with money management? Sometimes. I would, yes. Choose one of these numbers that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. 21. Choose one of these colors that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. Blue. Choose one of these words that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. Sick. Hey. Choose one of these words that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. Blessed. Sure. Choose one of these words that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. Heh. Luck. Charm. Intellect. Charm. Excuse me. Charm, obviously, yes. Do you enjoy solving mathematical puzzles? Yes. Speaking of, in space with Markiplier, I solved mathematical puzzle. Yay. I solved the code. Yay. Do you speak more than one language fluently? Yes. Have you ever visited a country other than your own? Yes. Do you enjoy coffee? No. Do you believe in demons? Bless ya. Thank you. That's quite a pretty big delay. But yeah, thanks. Do you believe in demons? Waking the demon. No. Do you believe in angels? Like angels and not just like symbolic, like real angels? No. Are you afraid of sharks? I've never been close to one. I mean, I would probably say probably yes. Do you prefer baths over showers? I mean, baths are kind of cool, but it's not always like... Don't always have the time. Even though I take very long showers, so... Does the smell of perfume or cologne give you headaches? Well, depends, but if it's too much, then yes. But I think it would give everyone headaches. Did you see a shadow move in your room a few moments ago? No. That's fortunate. Do you ever hear your name being called even when you know no one is calling it? I have heard that before, yes. Do things in your home often go missing and then reappear later? No. Do you ever hear footsteps around you when you are alone? No. Do you ever hear random knocking noises around you? No. Do you often look at the same time on the clock every day? I've done it in the past, but not in the present, no. Have you ever felt your feet being grabbed at night while sleeping? No. Do you have any pets? Are spiders pets? Do spiders count as pets? No, I don't have any pets. Is your favorite color green? No. Are you attracted to a family member? No. If you won the lottery, would you share the money with anyone? Yeah, sure. I mean, I could only just give them 1 cent, so it's still sharing. If you could be the dictator of your own country, would you accept the role? Enslave them all. People could still try to kill me. So no. Do you ever wonder what it would be like to be in prison? Sometimes, yeah. Actually. Do you like fishing? Like actual fishing? No. Virtual fishing? Probably more like, yeah. But no. Do you like hunting? No, not really. Do you like camping? Yes. Camping is cool. Do you like guns? Not really. No. Are you getting tired of answering questions? Oh, well, it's pretty late, so yes. Would you consider yourself to be kinky? Eyes are the window to the soul. Do you agree? Do you always keep your promises? Unfortunately, no. Would you ever completely trust someone who's lied to you? Like, have I done it? No. I think. Would I do it? Like, ever? Doesn't mean that I always do it. So, like, I would do it at some point. I would say yes. Are you an only child? Yes. Do you ever enjoy being drunk? Well, I mean, yes. Yes. Do you like tattoos? Tattoos are pretty rad. Do you enjoy being high in any form? Well, I never really have been high. Like, high from fun. From having fun. I mean, yes, but does that mean like being high and like from drugs? If I would say from drugs, then no. Do you believe you have a soul? No. Yes. Probably. Did you cry this week? Oh, no. Are you upset with someone right now? Right now, in this very particular moment? No. Is there someone you're not being completely honest with daily? I mean, I guess there are certain people who I'm like, just like, nah, it's just not. Probably, yeah. Do you understand how this works yet? No. If you answer the questions twice, your truths may change. It's not just about answering the questions. It's about the time you spend answering them and the combination you answer them in. It's about many different variables you'd never guess. Do you understand? Yes. Are you wondering if the end of the test is coming soon based on the previous question you just answered? Yes. If I were to tell you that this entire process was planted here for you, specifically you, to learn something about yourself, and anyone else that bothers using this is just a byproduct of its intention, would you believe that? Makes sense, kind of. Are you afraid of being abandoned? Yes. Are you afraid of dying alone? Yes. Do you worry that one day you'll be unexpectedly murdered? Yes. Are you always on guard waiting to fend off an attack? No. Do you feel like I know you yet? Probably yes. Have you heard any strange noises while answering these questions? Apart from like the sound of the game? No. I think we have enough information about you. Whether you skipped questions, I don't know how to but okay. Answered honestly or dishonestly. Took loads of time to respond or answered quickly without reading or understanding properly. I've been able to tell. I've been calculating your results. I'm analyzing you very carefully. I'm judging you. Oh guys, now the revelation. Maybe. Based on what you've told me, this is what I can conclude. People don't understand you completely, do they? You are a lot more complicated than people think you are. They don't give you enough credit because they can't understand what you've got going on deep inside. You may not always like everything about yourself. You may even give yourself way too hard of a time, but trust me, you've got some natural talents that will take you very far in life. It's imperative that you embrace that fact. The only way you're going to fail is if you let the doubt of others pull you down. The only way you're going to fail is if you start believing what others may think of you. Do not let them win. You're one of a kind, truly remarkable. As a matter of fact, I get the sense that you don't even realize or understand just how special you can be. But ultimately, your path is entirely up to you. There's a strong possibility you're going to let it all slip away just as easily as you can become an incredibly successful star. But the results are yours for the taking. Not everyone has that luxury. You, however, do. So my advice to you is to listen to your gut, go out there and get the life you want to have. Do not live your days in regret. It is not yet too late. I believe in you. I just hope that you start believing in yourself and seeing your true self-worth. Whatever your dreams are, whatever your goals are in life, double them. That's a minimum of what you're capable of accomplishing. Please, don't squander your opportunities. And for the love of life, don't settle. Your secret word is blessing. Remember this word. This will come in handy. Wait, I can't take... Yeah, whatever. Take the secret word that was assigned to you at the end of your session and leave it in a comment for us. We will be selecting some of you based on your answers to be included in a future project we are currently working on. Nice. Don't be afraid. This is an opportunity for you to be a part of history. This is a chance for you to be a part of something greater. Be sure to note your secret word in your comments. If you do not wish to be a part of an upcoming project, simply leave your secret word out of your comments and we will not select your name. We appreciate any and all comments you leave and we always read them thoroughly. Thank you for taking the time to answer these questions. I know they've been of some help to you, and if they aren't yet, it will all make sense very soon. Trust me on that. You can find the test Hypothesis Rising, the test Final Revelation, and the testing chamber on Steam if you've enjoyed this installment. You can also find the Journey series and the Advisor series, which we'd encourage everyone to try. If you'd like to support us further or try our other games, you can find a link to all of our other titles on the title screen of this game under the section Our Other Games. Thank you so much for your support, we appreciate you. Yay, credits, Crystal Cox, Jessica Rice and Joshua Benson. Credit to Splatter Horror House Times. Well, that was it. That was the final conclusion of the test. Apparently I have much more potential than I actually think I have. Which kind of makes sense.